I always forget to turn my microphone on. Well, unmute it, but we're here. What's going on, Smegma family? What's going on? Happy Saturday. Hopefully everyone is doing well, doing fantastic on this Saturday night, this Saturday evening. Hope your Saturday was great. This was a spur of the moment live. A lot of thing that it takes for this live to go down, but sometimes it be like that, and that's when the dopest lives happen. So we have our first ever versus battle, live versus battle on my channel. I'm going to have my guy Tazzo, the reviewer, on as well. I'm going to tell the story, how we got here, why this particular battle is going down. We'll get into all that in just a little while. So appreciate everybody who's making time out of their Saturday evening. Y'all could be doing any and everything else in the world, but you guys have decided to take a few minutes to rock out here with us. We greatly appreciate that. All right, so if this is your first time through here on the live streams, welcome. We have a good time here. Hopefully you enjoy yourselves however long you're going to stay. If you're watching on the playback, appreciate that. Everybody hit that thumbs up. It helps us grow the channel, push out throughout the through the algorithm, and we are knocking on the door to 20,000 subscribers. It's even crazy that I just said that. I'm always forced to just kind of take it all in when I start mentioning that alone. It was the same thing with 1,000, 5,000, 10,000, 15K, and so on and so forth. All right, but let's go ahead and get into our sense of the days. What is everybody wearing? Let's go ahead and kick it off in the comments, and let's see what we got going. It is indeed Salsa Saturdays, so I know those who know what that is. Shout out to the Bishop Jared Miller for coming up with the theme. All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. Make sure my light, I rushed to get this going. Make sure my light is good. I'm a quality snob. All right, Lavelle was in the chat at 320 as always. God bless. God bless Nugget family. Pay those ties. Yes, sir. Know the vibes. Club Day and we intense man. Nice in the chat. Yeah, put nice in the chat for me and the Butcher Jr. I'm the Butcher Senior. For the two Butcher Kings for sure. But Sean in the house wearing Navatis Parfum Siesta Drive. Great fragrance. Great. Mr. M.A. Style, what's up, everyone? Sitting of the day, Dua's Cunning Defense. Oh, okay, so that's their inspired take on French defense. Okay, had to rock it when I saw the topic for sure. Barry in the house. What's going on, Barry? Howdy, smell good family. Sitting of the day, Nishane colonized. Positive vibes. I still need to get that colonized. Kaylin S in the house, my guy. What's up, smell good family? Indeed, I'd say my favorite cherry is a three-way tie. French defense. Aaron Tan Shoes Raw Cherry, which is good. Raw Cherry Extreme, excuse me. Cherry Ink by Lorenzo Pagliazza. My sin of the day is Aaron Terrence Hughes Legend. I feel you, Kaylin. Percy in the house. What's good, Smegma family? Tazzo, Smegma family, Tazzo. Hope all is well. Sin of the day, Dumont Celerio Elysium. You, sir, are smelling fantastic. You are smelling fantastic. That is an incredible inspired take on Ormond James, Montebaco, Intensivo, Verano, whatever lane you feel like, that's what it smells like, and it is really good. I'm talking like 95, 98% close. It's so good that I don't know if I'll ever get the Ormond James. Like, seriously, it's really good. Real Percy, you smelling good, man. Dan, not the man in the house. You'll smell good, family. Hope you're all doing great. Scent of the day, Signature Citrine Shave Set. Okay, balm and fragrance. You, sir, are smelling summery. What's up, my people? Scent of the day, Product Black. I just got back from a funeral, Carl. Hopefully you're well. Hopefully the day went as good as it could go. And peace and blessings to you and everybody affected by the loss, for sure. You know we rock with you here, Carl, for sure. Mr. Clark 30, smell good family. What's up? End of the day, man. Sarah Drop Boise. You, sir, smelling great. Joel in the house wearing unique luxury academias. Joe, why you always got to pick the fragrances that it takes like a class? You got to take a class to pronounce. I'm joking. Butcher Senior here reporting live. All right. My guy, Joe Anthony, Unaverage Joe. Hope everyone. Hey, everyone. Sin of the day, Amore Cafe. And sin of the night is Josette Le Tarte. Yeah, I'm not going to do it. You're smelling good, sir. All right, John in the house. My guys, Dedrick and Tazzo. Center today, Thomas Kazmala, Song in the Wind. I never heard of that one. Song in the Wind. I bet it smell good. My guy, Sally knows it all in the chat. What's up, chat? What's good with you, Sally? Hopefully you're doing well. Sally, I saw you out there with them Gucci sneakers and the Dickie fit earlier. I mean, if that's not the true representation of Big Cash, Hood's finest, representation on high, with the Dickie suit and the Gucci sneakers. Shout out to my man, Sally. Jay in the house of the day, Black owned, verse 9, called chapter 2. Okay. Sally's wearing a Hashibot, never gets old. I feel you. Me and my partner said, Tyrone Carper was having some conversation about Hashibot and Hashibot X last night. So it's still good. It's different. And I just think it's going to be one of those modern classics as the time goes on for sure. Big man, big lifestyle in the house. What's good, Dedrick and Smell Good family? Hope all is well with you. Scent of the day, Cool Water Intense. Good stuff. Joel showing love. Upset you lost. What's up, brother? What's good with you? Great name. 9 in the building. JT Walker. Happy Saturday, brother Hicks. Hope all is good. Scent of the day, Banana Republic Pure White 90. Great fragrance. Peace and Splacker. Very clean, very fresh, very uplifting. Really, really good fragrance for sure. Mr. Mojo, what's up now? Scent of the day is bond number 9, Riverside Drive. Okay. Kaylin, when it's coming soon, Kaylin. It's coming soon. I'm gonna start pumping out the what's in the bags. We've been doing a lot of interviews and different type of content on the live. But Kaylin, trust me, it's coming. It's coming. Let's see. Percy showing love. Joel showing love. Terrence, my man, is in the house. What's good, Smell Good family? Nitro Red at work. Well, sir, you are smelling fantastic. Smelling fantastic for sure for work. My man's Duck. We're gonna speak on Duck in a little bit. Shout out to my guy for real. Showing that love, no doubt, no doubt. Duck solid, man. Duck solid, man. Me and Duck done had a lot of conversations over time, and I just want to salute Duck, but we'll talk more about Duck in just a second. Cara in the house, hit that like for D. Appreciate that. We got 70 in the chat right now, and only 31 thumbs up. So if you're watching or you're just stopping by, it's cool. I get it. It's Saturday night. It's football on. It's fun. The weather's beautiful, at least where I'm at. Hit that thumbs up if you do not mind. Okay. You upset you lost, no problem. I support brothers doing positive things. I appreciate that, my man, for sure. Let's see. Rich Money in the house. What's good? Set of the day. Memoirs of a Perfumes Collector, Trouble in Paradise. That sounds like a fragrance I need to get my nose on, for sure, for sure. Hypnotizing Fire Parfum. You, sir, smelling fantastic. Jack is wearing French Defense. You know something, Jack. You know something. Speaking of my man's Tyrone Koppel, aka Cedric Farr. It might be the other way around. Slugger family, hope all is well with everyone. Scent of the day, Givenchy Gentleman Societal. You ain't playing today, well, mention. Say what you got going on. What you wearing society in the summer? My man's is out here. Frag Boys NT. What's good? Dunbar, if you watching. Peace. All right. Let's see. Curtis in the house. Hey, everyone. Scent of the day, Unique by Jerobam. I never heard of that one, my guy. Never heard of that one. Let's see. Sean Lane, what's up, ladies and gents? Scent of the day, Bois Imperial, a classic in my opinion. I'm vibing positively and sparkling amazing. Sending love and blessings, man. Sean, I always appreciate you and your messages, man, when you step through. Charles in the house, wearing Uomo Salvatore, great fragrance for sure, for sure. Let's see where we at. Doug says I'm about to grab French Defense and Bodacious. Take a stroll with you while you walk on talk. Well, I'm waiting on Tazzo to get in here. I'm about to hit his phone and see where he at because I'm ready to get started. Let's see. No joke, French Defense is the one, not the two. We're gonna find out. 6 and Poles in the house. Dedrick Chat was good with you, my guy. Danny Malik in the house. Wearing a Monaco Parfum. You smell good, man. You smell good. We got my baby love in the house showing that support as always, and I appreciate her for that. Sir Siaj Sniffington, my favorite member in the Smell Good family. Joel Mate, you were getting some serious shout outs and props on Ross's stream yesterday. We should call you Bullseye or the Sniper. They say you never miss. Go give it a watch if you haven't. Yeah, Joel has some incredible recommendations for sure. All right. Brandon in the house. What's up, family? What's up with you, Brandon? Baby love, hit that thumbs up on your way in if you don't mind. We got 75 watching, but only 41 thumbs up. If you're here for a second or you're here for the whole stream, show some love and hit that thumbs up. We greatly appreciate it. All right, Stogie in the house. Wearing Stefan Lucas pink boa. Okay. EJ in the house wearing Aventus Cologne. You, sir. What's smelling fantastic. Chef Capone, what's up, smell good family? Say another day is Rasasi Hawas. Great summer option, in my opinion. Soups and Scents, what's up with your soups? Hopefully you're doing well, my man. Gregor's Fraternity, Mike, what's up with you, man? Smell good family. Say another day, Michael Malou and Gent Scents Edge Water. All right, sir, you are smelling great. Yeah, sir, SHEA, for sure. Sally says it was Black Prada sneakers this time. All right, let me start the music because he just stunned on me real quick. Let me start the music. Let's get a break in here, and we gotta acknowledge Sally checking me before we get started tonight. Let's get a break. All right. Now, we give my man's Jason Virtue a hard time for being the richest man in Fragcom, but Sally is making a compelling case to enter the conversation. So I said the man was wearing Gucci sneakers with the Dickie suit, representing hood royalty at its highest level. If you know, you know. That's all I'm gonna say. But listen. The man corrected me and said it was not Gucci. It was Prada. My bad, Silly. My bad. I ain't mean to size you like that, bro, over the Prada versus the Gucci. Next time I'll come correct. You understand me? I'll come correct. All right, so we got Tazzo downloading up. We're going to bring him on in 2 minutes or whenever he comes back. And we're going to keep it rocking. Let's see. Terrence in the house. Travis in the house. What's up with you, Travis? Wearing Carlisle. Oof. Okay, you ain't playing with him today either. Carlisle is great. Terrence Taylor in the house wearing Roger's Burlington 1819. Man, hey, listen. If you a fragrance enthusiast, I ain't gonna say. See, there's a difference. There's people who want to smell good, and we all want to smell good. But then there's enthusiasts like myself and like Tazzo and like Selly and like my brother said. If you ain't got your nose on Burlington 1819 just to see for yourself, I'm not going to say how I feel. I think it's a masterpiece. If you ain't got your nose on that Roger 1819, get your nose on it. Just get your nose on it. That's all I'm going to say. All right. Paul in the house. Hello, sir. What's going on with you? Senator Dave. Butcher Sr. reporting for duty. But I don't know what that is, bro. V Seal by Fragrance World. I'm sure you smell good, my guy. I'm sure you smell good. Miss Leslie, what's good with you? Hopefully you're doing well, Miss Leslie. Hey there, Dan Smell Good family. Today's center today is Yara Candy. Okay. Recent release by Lattafa. Well, Miss Leslie, I'm sure you are smelling lovely for sure. All right. Sticks is wearing Bulgari Per Ohm. Ooh, from 96. All right. You ain't playing with it. That's a real fresh throwback. No doubt. Where we at? Upset you lost. I just got my bottle of Hypnotizing Fire Parfum today, and it's beautiful. Hypnotizer Fire is beautiful. It is beautiful for sure. Okay, we're almost down to the bottom of the chat. Shout out Wilson showing love for sure. Jack say, what up? What's up from New York? Rocking French Defense today. Hey, you know something, my guy. All right. Rolling down to the bottom. Darian is wearing All My Game Fragrances signature. Okay. I'm assuming that you feel all that you smelled is signature scent worthy. I'm assuming that's what you mean or what you're saying. Oh, no, you're asking me. Okay. Are all my games? No, they're not. They're not all signature scents. They are not all signature scents. There's definitely different ones for certain occasions, a large list of beautiful fragrances. So no, they have a few that I do consider signature scents, but all of them are not, Darian. All of them are not. All right. All right, Fat Boy Finesse in the house, French Defense, all the way. Okay, we're going to find out. John C. in the house wearing Torino 21. You, sir, smelling fantastic. DJ, what's up with you, man? Hope you're doing well. Wearing Ani X. I know my guy Tazzo definitely approves of that for sure. I know he does. All right, man, we're gonna bring Tazzo on. We're down to the bottom. And like I said, this live stream really was bing, 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 woo, 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 all that. Like real quick. I hit Tazzo up like 2 o'clock this afternoon and see what he had. And my man said we're good to go. So I'm gonna get back to the chat in a little bit. But ladies and gentlemen, my guy Tazzo, he's been on the show before. I'm a big fan of his content. Tazzo's making a lot of waves in the community, doing it the right way, doing it in a positive way. I'm gonna holler at him in a little bit about some of the polarizing content that he's been putting out on his live streams, and I love it. I love it. So, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, my guy, your guy, Tazzo, the reviewer. Tazzo.
Yeah. What's up, Dedrick?
What's up with
you?
Do
not disturb my phone, bro. It's like every time you get, I don't know if that's how it worked for you. Every time you cut that camera on, that mic on.
Oh yeah, somebody want to talk.
Rolling in. What's up, man? What's up, Dedrick? What's up, chat? Smell good, family.
Doing well, my man. How's your day going, man? How you feeling?
Man, day going good, Dedrick, man. Surprised to hear from you this morning and you ready to roll. I was okay. All right, let's roll then. I ain't had nothing planned today as far as YouTube goes, so it worked out. It worked out in my favor, man. Appreciate it once again, Dedrick.
No, for sure. Appreciate you, man. So I'm gonna set the table here, and this is how it came out. So I'm minding my business about a week ago, chilling. You know what I mean? I'm chilling, and my week really consists of, I work a lot of hours during the week, come home, get my boys, we in the house and we just got a lot of things going on in the Hicks household. So my homeboy, my brother said for Frag Boys ENT, say, hey, yo, I'm watching Tazzo video on the Boadicea. I said, okay, what are you talking about? And he said, I'm just going to screenshot it for you. I said, okay. So he screenshots a comment where someone asked Tazzo, is the Boadicea better than the French defense? And Tazzo's response was, it's smoking its boots. And
I know that was hard for you to read, Dedrick.
It was. I read it several times. I'm like, smoking his boots. So instantly, I go to Scent Split. I'm on Scent Split. I'm like, yo, we're going to have to find out. I'm going to hit Tazzo up. And then by just divine energy, my man Duck hit me up. Been talking to him. Shout out to Duck. Peace to Duck. Peace to the family to Duck. Got a lot of love and respect for Duck. So he hit me and we were just chit-chatting, man, and really provide some real good energy for Duck, man, through everything that him and his family is going through. And he said, I caught the, he caught the last live when I mentioned what Tazzo said. I mentioned it. And he said, yo, I got a sample like right now. I went ahead and bought me a bottle. I got the sample. I want to shoot it to you. I said, well, all right, cool. I said, Duck, I appreciate you, bro. So Duck sent the sample. He had to do a priority mail because it came the next day. He had to do a priority because he sensed the urgency. So here it is, y'all. This fragrance is called Boadicea Bodacious.
Yes,
right here. And ironically, it is a Scent Split sample.
Okay.
So I've had it for a couple of days and I've been busy, and I've been wanting to hit Tazzo up like probably since Wednesday. And I'm riding home from work today, stopped by the post office, and I'm texting Tazzo, and I said, damn, boy, I hope Tazzo available. I hope you're available. I hope you're available. I hit him. He said, let's do it. Basically, let's do it. And here we are. So, Tazzo, before we get into everything, I see you've been really, going head first into the Boadicea line. You had a live stream that I'm halfway done with, but you really talk about a lot of the line. And I just want to know from you, man, like, how you feeling about the house? What do you have to, for people who are, and by the way, I have Tazzo's information already in the description. Subscribe to his channel, support Tazzo. He's a positive, great energy figure in Fragcom that can provide a lot of great content and information for you when we're talking fragrances. And his live streams can get really funny, they can get really interesting, and they can be thought-provoking. So subscribe to Tazzo the reviewer before I go any further. So Tazzo, what's your thoughts on Boadicea, man? Where are you at with it? Especially with you talking about something getting its boots smoked.
I know that you wanted to throw them hands me about that one. But listen, I'm gonna tell you something, Dedrick, man. I've been hearing about Boadicea from my guy Duck, man. The same guy that reached out to you, man. Good brother, man.
Shout out to Duck.
He's poured up mine since day one.
For sure.
And is that an echo on my end?
No, you good.
All right. But so he had told me about Bodacious. He's
Mhm.
also told me about 1907.
Okay.
But you know, I ain't there yet as far as being able to buy Boadicea bottle.
No, I feel you.
So brother of mine from the frat community, Boxing Sense 305. If you listening, you know who you are. Thank you, brother.
Shout out to boxing.
He reached out to my Decant source, one of my Decant source,
Okay.
and he put together a package for me. And it was Boadicea Bodacious, and it was Port Old from Lamori.
Okay.
So it wasn't on my radar really. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I know I can't really afford them bottles, so I'm just gonna stay
Mm-hmm.
away. Got the sample in, and when I sprayed it on my hand, I text Duck immediately because he was the one that told me about this bottle or this fragrance, right? I'm like, yo, I was blown away, bro.
Okay.
And I've smelled some cherries, Dedrick. I didn't smell the
I know
French.
you have.
I didn't smell the lost cherries. I didn't smell the BDK Rouge smoking.
Yeah.
You name it, bro. I didn't smell some cherries, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
But this one here, Dedrick,
Okay.
I'm telling you, bro, this is something serious. You got, yeah.
Okay. We definitely about to find out, man. And again, you know, before we go any further, so people don't understand the vibes, you know, fragrances are subjective. This is my guy. Tazzo's my guy, man. So, you know, we're gonna have some fun here tonight. And if you don't know, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and toot my horn just a little bit. You know, French Defense was a fragrance that didn't have a lot of content before I started putting the content out there. And then I think this video is going crazy, man. I think this video is almost like 20,000, 30,000 views. Ross was in my city and he came over to my home. Shout out to TLTG Reviews, and he smelled it for the first time. And the video got wild reaction. It was so much so, in full transparency, my friends over at So Avant-Garde, they sent me French Defense. And so much so, everyone that also has a collaboration with So Avant-Garde, they pulled French Defense from the website. They said we can't send that out to content creators anymore. Like it's sold out on the website, and I'll keep some of the conversations that they emailed to me. They did email me, and I said, "Wow, okay, cool." So you know how it is. Sometimes you know a fragrance will kind of catch a little bit of hype, and you know it kind of settle down. But it hasn't. French Defense has, you know, had a lot of conversation. I've deemed it the king of cherry. I've deemed it the greatest cherry fragrance I've ever smelled. And you're talking about a man who loves cherry so much, I consider it a personal aphrodisiac for me. If you don't know what that is, go educate yourself with a little bit of Google. All right, so I'm just like Tazzo, Lost Cherry, Guerlain's L'Homme Ideal EDP, Electric Cherry, Smoke Cherry. I mean, you name it. I've smelled tons and tons of cherry, but I've deemed French Defense the best one. So when I get this mumbo jumbo from Tazzo, when I get this disrespectful energy from Tazzo, I'm all ears. And honestly, I want to see, number one, this is going to be the first ever Boadicea, you know, Butcher Senior and Junior reporting live. Yeah, for sure. And definitely want to see what it's all about. So we have the Decant here. And then I also have my bottle of French Defense right here. Okay. All right. So we are going to do a side by side, but we're going to smell the Boadicea first. All right. So before we get there, man, we got 97 people watching. And that's dope for a Saturday night when football season is back and people can go out and do their thing. That's a hell of a number. So we appreciate y'all locking into the channel, but we only have 58 thumbs up. So if y'all can, if you're watching or you're stopping by, come on, y'all, hit that thumbs up. Show me and Tazzo some love, man, so this live can continue to push out to the algorithm.
This one people need to see.
Yeah. Because
hit that like button, y'all. Come on, man.
This is a big deal. So I'm gonna get back to the chat. I see everybody in here. Hi, I appreciate everybody who's in here. And you know, shout out Duck's in here. He's waiting Sally. Not so famous YouTubers in here. So many people who support are in here rocking with us. But we're gonna go ahead and get down to business. As I see Hicks Griffey is in the house. As I see more questions, I will ask them. But we got to get to business. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Not gonna wait that long. Boadicea, the victorious, Bodacious. Shout out to Duck 212 for showing love. and reaching out and making sure that this content that you're watching tonight is absolutely possible. All right, so here we go, y'all. I'm going to spray this on my left hand. I'm going to experience it, and then I'm going to read off the notes. Then we're going to go over to French defense, and then we're going to start the conversation. So Tazzo, of course you smell French defense.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to get your thoughts on French defense after I smell the Boadicea. All right. All right, let's get it. So we're going to go on skin. Okay.
I'm excited for this one, y'all.
3 sprays in my left hand. Get 1 spray in the air. I love to put it in the air. Okay. All right. Nice, like a buttery cherry. A very smooth. Okay. All right. Smells really good. That's number 1. Let's get that out the way. Just the first things first. This smells fantastic. Buttery cherry. I'm getting a little fresh, spicy tones to it, which I love. I don't do the candy cherry and sugar. I can't do that. So this has a little bit of a fresh, spicy tone to it. Definitely get a sweetness just in the air. Just in the air. So let's go ahead and go to skin.
Take your time with it, Dedrick.
Yeah, this is really good. This is really good. The cherry in this one is a very fruity cherry. It's a fruity cherry. I wouldn't necessarily say dark, because I've smelled some dark cherry, and there's dark cherry in not only French defense but Rye Lopez. If you haven't smelled that, it's a dark cherry plum fragrance, which is fantastic. There's an interesting I don't know if this is like, I don't think it's leather, but there's some type of dark woods or dark something underneath the cherry that I'm getting. I don't know if it's a spice, but there's something underneath the cherry that I personally am enjoying, because this is not a fruity bubblegummy experience that I got going on
at all. This ain't playful.
I'm getting a slight not a heavy presence of booze, but like a it's not heavy, but it's moderate. It's a moderate infusion of booze here. It does remind me a little bit of the direction that Lost Cherry is, but it ain't Lost Cherry. It ain't Lost Cherry. It's better than Lost Cherry. It's better than Smoked Cherry, and it's better than Electric Cherry just off first sniff. I would definitely wear this like a lot in the fall and in the winter. This could be definitely an exclusive date night scent for me. When me and my wife are going out doing our thing, getting a little sexy, getting a little intimate, getting a little fly. This is something I will spray some sprays on, no doubt. And I know she's going to love it as well. And it's continuing to do its thing. So number 1, this is really good. Okay. The hype that I've heard and the conversations that I heard definitely qualify for what Boadicea Bodacious has to offer. So Tazzo was not tripping. He was not out of line, and he was not out of character. Saying what he was saying. Tazzo, talk to me about your thoughts on Boadicea Bodacious as I look up the notes. Where were you at with it, man?
All right, for me, this is I get a very nicely done, like I like to say, this is like a bowl of cherries, and not even a bowl. Let's just say a nice amount of cherries, and you just extract all of the juice out of the cherries. Okay. Take the skin, everything else, and get rid of it. You got the juice of the cherries, and you take some of your thickest, finest cognac, right? And you mix it in with the cherry juice, right? Okay. And you get that, nicely mixed, and then you get you like a nice cigar on the side of that. It's that vibe for me. And like the tobacco in this fragrance, it's not overbearing, it's not strong, it's not dry, it's not smoky. It's almost like it's just like a touch of tobacco just to give it like that final cherry on top for that fragrance. But it's the cognac in here for me. The cognac is so nice. It's like a super sexy booze
Yeah.
Then with that cherry, it's like cherry, like natural cherry juice,
Mm-hmm.
along with that thick. This is a thick booze now. This ain't no lightly booze. It's a
Yeah, it's
nice
coming on.
amount of booze to me, to my experience with it.
It's coming on. It's definitely
a nice
coming on.
booze fragrance, but it's a nicely extracted cherry juice, fine cherries with some thick cognac of your liking, top shelf type vibe.
Yeah.
And then like a touch of that a touch of your finest cigar, bro.
Yeah, it's continuing to develop, and I would expect a fragrance that is $350 to $400 that is going to take me on the journey. Yeah, I can tell. Yeah, I can tell. This is nothing to play with. This is something where you absolutely mean business. You're getting as fly as you possibly can. Wearing a fragrance like this, you are stepping out with great intentions on having quite possibly the greatest night of your life. Like, that's where I am with it. Like, if you're going to like a fall wedding and you're going to a winter wedding and you put on something like this, of the caliber that this has, you will steal the show. You will steal the show. This is elite level cherry. This is an elite level fragrance. I'm going to read that. Wow, it's the cognac is really starting to ramp up here.
Yeah.
So I'm going to read the notes. According to my friends over at Parfumo.com, main accords: sweet, gourmand, fruity, spicy, and woody. Absolutely. I mean, they absolutely nailed that. And that's what I was saying in the beginning. I was getting these spicy touches, and I see a note in here that is making that be a reality. So top notes, obviously cherry, almond, and that's where I get that Guerlain, L'Homme, Adiao, EDP. Tazzo, have you ever smelled that one?
No. Oh, yes, I have. But to me, nah.
Okay.
It's good though.
Yeah. Yep. I feel you. Because I'm about to say something about that in a minute. But cherry, almond, cognac, clove, and pepper. That's where that spice is coming from for me in the top. In the heart, heliotrope. And heliotrope also gives off an almondy texture and an almondy vibe. Even though it is a floral, heliotrope comes off with an almondy aroma, for those who don't know. Jasmine sambac, white floral representation, Moroccan rose. I don't get much of the potential of rose, but I can get the freshness aspect that the florals are providing here, because there is a freshness here. This is not overly heavy. It's not heavy, and I like that. I like that, because a heavier fragrance would be, for me, specifically for the winter, like, period. But you could definitely wear this in fall. And honestly, if you're going out for a spring night or spring evening, you could definitely put a couple sprays on for this. And in the base, you get tonka bean present, vanilla present, musk, tobacco, amber, sandalwood, and vetiver. So that is a note breakdown of Bodacious. What is it? Boadicea Bodacious. Okay. So for me, this is definitely a top cherry that I've ever put my nose on. I said it's better than the Lost Cherry series from Tom Ford, like, easily to me. But it is giving Guerlain's L'Homme Ideal EDP a real run for its money. And I love that fragrance. I've had that fragrance for a little while now. I've talked about it in a lot of past content. And I love that fragrance, that cherry leather almond experience that you get there. Yeah. It's really, really, really good. But what sets this apart from Guerlain L'Homme Ideal EDP is the transition of this booze. This booze here costs a lot of money if you're sipping on it at your local big time steakhouse. What you got?
It's like, if you're a booze fragrance connoisseur, this is your vibe, bro. Like, if you like an Angel Share, if you like an Old John, which I'm not sure Old John has booze in it, but it has like that. It has like that thick, that thick booze presence, bro.
Right.
Then, like, if you like a nice, not no juvenile cherry, y'all that's listening. This is not no juvenile cherry, bro. This is a grown up cherry. This is a mature cherry that's in this fragrance. So if you like the combination of cherry, a dark, I would say dark, because this, to me, like, the cherry in this fragrance is not like a sweet cherry, right? When I think about a sweet cherry fragrance, those are more like the more, original cherries. But when I think of like a dark, heavy, not super sweet, but like super dense, I think about black cherry. So if you like a dark cherry, a boozy, a chord or note in a fragrance, and you put both of them together, and then it's his tobacco, but the tobacco is not like somebody mentioned the Cardiac Delight from Initio. That's a very cherry tobacco fragrance.
But this is smoking that.
Yeah, but you don't get so much tobacco in this fragrance for the person who said that. This is more so, in my opinion, a cherry boozy fragrance.
Yeah,
very sexy, man.
Yeah, this is very sexy. It's something that I definitely am going to consider getting a full bottle of at some point in time. So let's get down to the real business here. Okay.
Here we go.
So I haven't put my nose on French Defense in a minute, so this is perfect. I haven't put my nose on it in a minute. So this is really, really good. I know, obviously, I know what it smells like. Obviously, I've worn it, but a live real-time reaction is what I'm doing this, what I want to do with this live stream. And again, shout out to Tazzo for being here tonight. Shout out to everybody in the chat. We got 100 people rocking, but we only got 69 thumbs up. If you ain't here with us tonight, hit that thumbs up for us. If you look down below me and Tazzo, there's a little thumbs up. All you gotta do is hit it. All you gotta do is hit it, and we rocking it. It helps me and it helps Tazzo. It helps pushes out this content. All right. So do us a favor. Those in the chat who have not hit the thumbs up, help us out while we're rocking. And my moderators, help me out, moderators. Keep that in the chat going on. For sure. They say hidden gems in here. Let's see gems in here. I must have missed them. I know I'm way behind on the chat, y'all, and I will be behind. Oh, there he is, hidden gems. We'll see tomorrow when I'm late for the trial. Yeah, Tazzo on trial. He look good too, don't you? See him? Fresh braids, chain, got that nice soft cashmere button up, but it ain't button. But it ain't button.
I show out when I want to.
I figure, Tazzo. I respect that. Nah, peace, God. All right. Here we go. French Defense, ain't smelled it a minute. Going to get it on the inside of my left arm. Oh my God. Just the sprayer on these are crazy. Okay.
Let's do it, y'all. Come on.
Okay. In the air. In the air, just being reminded of its greatness.
Don't be biased, Dedrick.
I ain't, bro. I swear to God. I swear to God, I'm not, bro. In the air, for those who've never seen me speak on French Defense or any type of content, I'm going to walk you through. All right, I've talked about this a lot, but you get this dark, literal cherry feel. You get this nice, warm, ambery and floral combination that really hugs the cherry. And this is a cherry that it's dark, but it has like a honey drizzle with also that rum barrel booze that you get. And what separates just off of my nose, just the profiles of the two, is that floral amber versus that tobacco and that tonka and vanilla feel that you get with the Boadicea, but the rum and the Boadicea, I think it's better than the rum in the French Defense.
It's cognac in Boadicea.
Excuse me, the cognac. I think the boozy effect in that one is a bit better. Is a bit better than the one on French Defense. But
how about the cherries though?
We're finna go to the cherries right now.
Okay.
Truthfully, the cherries in French Defense are better. They're darker. They're a little bit more richer. They have a little bit more of a mature aspect to it. Oh my wife says she smells the Boadicea out there.
I know she do. Yes, sir.
She just texted me that.
Wifey not gonna be biased, Dedrick.
No, she ain't. She gonna be for real 100.
Wifey gonna give it up.
The cherry in the French Defense is darker. It's a little bit heavier. It's a little bit more mature. No discredit to anything for the Boadicea. No discredit. But the floral aspect to me in French Defense is what makes this a little bit more interesting to my liking.
Gotcha.
The dark cherry, the honey drizzle, that rummy splash on top of the dark cherry, and that floral amber hug that is getting. That's what really attracted me to French Defense. I love cherry, yes, I do. But it's the different aesthetics that French Defense has to offer. But I will say this, man. God, it's such a difficult thing here.
Right.
It really is. And I'm going to say this, you can't go wrong with either.
Right.
Sample. These are very expensive fragrances. The Boadicea, I think, is like $360, $365 retail. The French Defense is $375, $380 retail. Once you pay taxes, of course, you're knocking at the door for $400. Do not recommend. Don't be writing to my Dean Tazzo said blind buy. Dean Tazzo did not say nothing about no blind buy.
Please don't blind buy.
Get you a sample. They're readily available everywhere. Now back to business. I'm gonna rate these, all right, and that's how y'all gonna know which one I'm rocking with. I know y'all already know.
Come on, give it up.
All right, so the Boadicea, the Bodacious from Boadicea the Victorious. I'm gonna give it a strong 9.6.
Okay,
a strong 9.6. Because the cherry and the booze and that tobacco, it's blended to perfection, man. It really is. It really is blended to perfection. Like, and then I'm starting to notice that it's not going to be redundant for me to have both of these. It's not going to be redundant for me to have both of these. So that's what I'm really excited about.
See, sometimes, Dedrick, I feel, and I know you feel the same way because you're a big fan of pre-DNA.
Yes.
I feel like if you like a DNA that much, it's nothing wrong with having different variations of that DNA. That's how I feel. I don't mind having different cherries if I like it done right from different houses, right? So yeah.
But this French Defense, dog.
What you rating that one?
Oh, it's a 10.
Ooh.
It's a 10. It's a 10. And it's personal preference because of how the cherry comes off. It just comes off a little bit darker. It almost smells a little plum-like. Like the cherries almost smell a little plum-like in French Defense. And anybody who's wondering what the note breakdown is for French Defense, I'll read that off. And then me and Tazzo will keep on the conversation. The main accords are really the same for the Bodacious fragrance. It's sweet, fruity, spicy, and a resinous accord here with French Defense. The notes are all together for French Defense. So you have amber, black cherry, blonde woods, cognac, Madagascan geranium, patchouli, violet leaf, cedarwood, chamomile, mimosa, rose absolute, and saffron. That's what you're getting here. And that spice and sweet combination is something that I'm a fan of for sure. But that black cherry gives it the 10. And I'm not dissing the Bodacious. Tazzo is going to walk free. He's going to be able to go home and live his life.
Taking my ball home, Dedrick. I'm taking my ball. I'm going home.
It's just, these are two incredible fragrances, man.
Yes, sir. What's that?
These are two incredible fragrances.
Hey, one thing about mind games, they ain't no slouches. They make fragrances that are bangers, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
For them to even be compared to a Boadicea, which I'm not trying to hype Boadicea, but
sure.
They got some of the best quality fragrances, bro. Just like Creed or anything like that. So Mind Games being compared with one of the best cherry. It says a lot about French Defense, which Dedrick, I gotta be fair. I haven't smelled French Defense in months, bro.
Okay.
So, Dedrick, you froze up a little bit. I haven't smelled French Defense in months.
Okay.
So, but I know when I smelled French Defense, it didn't give me that same reaction.
I feel you.
When I smell Bodacious. But that's not saying that, hey, French Defense is a hitter. It's a hitter, bro.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
It's just friendly. A battle of fragrances.
Yeah, of course.
Don't mean one is terrible because one is a little bit above the other.
Yeah, and I'm not going to sit here and say one is better than the other. It's all personal preference. But I stand on that French Defense being the king. And I'm going to say what my homeboy, he just texted me. He said, hey, ask Tazzo if he had a bottle, because I'm sure at some point you're going to grab your bottle of this.
Yeah.
If they came to your front door and said, give me all of them, except 5, is that going to be one of your 5?
Hey, yeah. Hey, listen. You know how Angel Share was in that 5?
Yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna tell the fragrance police.
What you gonna tell them?
Hey, dog, take that Angel Share with you. yeah. Leave me that Boadicea.
So it's staying home.
Top 5.
Okay, I respect that. If you would have said no, we would have ended the live.
Top 5, bro.
Okay. Because I'm with it like French Defense.
I'm standing by this one.
No, I'm with you. I'm that way about French Defense. If they came to the front door and say, give me everything, and you can keep 5, that French Defense ain't going nowhere.
Yes, sir.
So I'm glad to hear you say that, because I was waiting on you to say something else, Tazzo. I was waiting on you to say something else.
No, and listen, man, because this is about to be one in my collection for the fall.
Yeah, no doubt.
More so the winter, but this is gonna be one, bro. Like, you gonna know me like Neff's and Oud Satin are 2 fragrances that people that know me personally, they smell that like, oh, you got one of your, one of them that you like to wear. That's on. Okay, you get. But Bodacious, for anybody that's around me, if you listening, y'all gonna smell it a lot this winter.
Okay. Yeah. It's really good, and they should smell it this winter.
Yeah, y'all gonna smell that on me.
I want to hit Hidden Gems' comment. He said Bodacious is for the dark. I disagree. I think it's the other way for me. He says Bodacious for the dark cherry lover and French Defense for the lighter, less age. I flip that around for me personally, because of the black cherry. It's dominant on my skin. On my skin, the black cherry is dominant. It's a dominant experience on my skin. And then the Bodacious, that cognac and tobacco blend with the cherry. The cognac is really sitting above the cherry at this point of the dry down. At this point, but the cherry is still present. So
yeah,
I feel what you're saying.
I'll give you that.
Yeah, I feel what you're saying, James. But I think it's the other way around for me personally. All right. So Tazzo, let's hit the chat, man, and see what everybody's saying. We still got 100 people rocking with us, man. We're 50 minutes in. It's not gonna be a long live stream. I know Tazzo got a Saturday night ahead of him. I ain't even got to ask no questions. And me, I'm chilling. Okay. I'm chilling. I'm gonna give.
And you know what, Dedrick? I know this. I don't know if this is a crazy question to ask.
Nah, what's up?
Man, get the old lady opinion. Get Miss Hicks' opinion.
Now she'll ride for French now.
Mm-hmm.
She'll ride for French. She'll ride now. I'm gonna get it.
I'm just saying.
I'm gonna get it. I know what you're trying to do, my boy. I know what you're trying to do.
Gotta have you sleeping in the doghouse.
For sure. I know what you're trying to do, because I'll be right out front. Let me in. Let me in. Look at Jen to my beat. I'm being fair. I'm not lying. I'm being fair. This is an excellent, and in all seriousness, Bodacious, this is a 10 out of 10 fragrance. But I can't position myself to be like, oh, these are 2 10 out of 10s, because they don't want to hear that. So I gotta create the conversation of, for you guys, hey, which one's better to me? So a slight edge, personal preference is French Defense for me, 10 out of 10. I'm gonna even bump up Bodacious. I'm gonna bump it up to a 9. Yeah, I'm gonna bump it up to a 9.79 out of 10. Look, Tazzo say that shit ain't good enough.
Yeah, ain't though. I want a 9.8 or better.
I know you did. That's why I said 7.9. But I'm being fair, James. I'm being fair. So Tazzo, let's get a couple comments, man. Y'all are showing love tonight for sure. We still got 100 in the chat, 91 thumbs up. I appreciate y'all. Those 9 people who haven't hit the thumbs up, can we get 100 likes? Can we get 100 likes on this live stream? Can we get 100 likes for sure? All right, let's see where we at. What we see, man. Now look, y'all. I'm gonna move around all these comments, and I'm gonna pick them out.
Dedrick, I just got a text in. I just got a text in from a fellow supporter, both of us.
Okay.
And they said, ask Dedrick which one is more complex.
More complex? Mm-hmm. I'm gonna say French Defense. Because, and this is why now.
Okay.
The geranium, the vetiver, the patchouli. See, the patchouli makes this really dark. Along with the black cherry. I think for me personally, I love tobacco and I love patchouli. But when you blend in that patchouli with something that's already dark, you got me. Now, I'm not saying that Bodacious isn't, because it is. And I think it is one of the top cognac fragrances and cherry fragrances together that I've ever smelled. Together.
Hey, Dedrick, I wanted to ask you this, right?
Yeah.
in public, right? If you haven't won, one day you wearing French Defense. Or matter of fact, if you got two people in the same area, let's say y'all both at a wedding. One is wearing French Defense, one is wearing Bodacious. Who do you think is garnering more of the, whoa, what is that? You smell great. From the public, not Dedrick, from the public. Which, you know.
From the public, probably the Boadicea because of the.
Be honest, you can be honest about this.
No, I'm being you that little.
If it's French Defense across the board all day long.
No. I'm gonna be honest because when I smell Boadicea, the Bodacious, it definitely the booze in it.
Yeah,
the booze really stands out. Like it gets better and better. So I think when you're walking by someone, I think that booze note compared to, I'm not saying you smell cherry every day because you don't, but if you smell cherry versus a good booze, I know me, I'll probably say, dang, who got the booze on?
Right.
So I'm not gonna lie about that. I'm gonna say if me and you, if I'm wearing French and you're wearing Bodacious and me and you are somewhere kicking it,
right,
and we kind of in the same space, I definitely won't be surprised at all. You know, if people are checking for that cognac. Okay. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no lie. I ain't gonna sit here and be a homo, but I'm gonna be real.
Okay.
I'm gonna be real for sure. Let me see. We appreciate y'all. Everybody showing Tazzo love. John want to know what you're sipping on tonight, Tazzo. You sipping on something?
Who said I was sipping?
Oh, who said he was sipping? I don't know, with that glare in your eye.
I was doing like this.
With that glare,
I got respect for Dedrick platform. I'm not gonna do it like that.
Nah, man, you cool, man. Just cause I be chilling, bro. You can let them know what you drinking. Ain't nothing, bro.
But I am sipping.
Yeah, what you got in there? They want to know.
Good old where the bottle go?
Jonitos.
Jonitos. Yeah,
you definitely going somewhere tonight. Terrence says I need to smell Boadicea immediately. Yeah, if you haven't, it's fantastic for sure. Let's see. If they made a sexy one for the ladies, call it Boadicea Bootylicious. Yeah, I'm sure it would sell.
That's funny.
If you could pay Beyonce a lot of money to promote that, I'm sure it would sell out in mere seconds. There go Sally hyping up Tazzo, smoking his boots. Let me see. All right, Cap Thug Nasty. I've never seen you around here before, but salute to you, sir. He's saying, good evening, brother. What's going on, man? So today is Kute layered with Opius Royal Tobacco. Try this. Okay. That goes for the chat as well. Okay, man. Okay. I'm gonna have to keep my eye on that. Mr. Thug Nasty. Pause. All right. Jack says he bought French Defense because of me. Okay. Let's see. Trying to get to the Derek. What's up with you, man? Wearing Infinity Rose. You're smelling good, sir. That's a really good rose fragrance. Kara says French Defense is amazing. Yes, it is. Jay says I plan on getting French Defense for my birthday this November, but I ended up caving and buying it last month. I feel you. Clark 30 with the butcher knives. Show respect for me and Tazzo, man, and put them butcher knives in the
I am him, he am I.
For sure. For sure. I see Danielle in the house. What's going on, Danielle? Glad you're joining us tonight. Cherry or tobacco might be the vibe for fall. Yeah, those are two perfect notes for fall and winter. Cherry and tobacco. Bless you, my guy. Bless you. All right. LOTD. What does that mean, Jims? I guess you're saying your scent of the day is Girl on Loam EDP. Okay. And summer bear. What you got going on over there? That's how you smell. That is how you spell some more berries oil. All right, James, you might be sipping. That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool, my guy. Crypto says no house, in my opinion, has the quality of Boadicea fragrances. The entry level Boadicea, not so much, but all of the others have an amazing quality about them. So let's start right there, Tazzo. You did the live stream. Are there any more from the house that really stand out to you? Do you have some rivaling Bodacious? Where you at with it?
Whoa, hold on.
Okay.
Nothing rivaling that, but we do got some other ones from the house I like to put some attention on. Okay. I know you're a rose guy.
Yes.
Got a rose fragrance called Ardent.
Okay.
Yes, sir. It is to me. It is. I think I might have said. I'm not gonna spare it right now, but I think I said on. Yeah, it was a 10 out of. Excuse me. It was a 10 out of 10 rose.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So Dad, you
Okay.
write that one down and try it
I'm
out.
typing it right
Yeah,
now.
Ardent. Ardent. That's
Okay.
a nicely done rose.
10 out of 10 rolls. Okay.
Yes. It is awesome. Yes.
Okay.
And then I also want to put you on notice with the Energizer.
The Energizer.
That's a citrus vetiver fragrance. I want to say vetiver,
Okay.
but in the opening, it is very, very potent of citrus. Grapefruit, lime. I get more lime than grapefruit, but it's a very, very potent citrus fragrance in the opening. But once it dries down, once you get to the dry down,
okay,
beautiful, beautiful fragrance, bro.
So how would you hold it up against other citruses that you love? Because I know you love a lot of things from Sparrow and different beautiful citrus like that. How does it hold up to those for you?
Energizer to me is along the lines of Purses from PDM, Performance and Molly.
Okay, and I know you love that.
Yeah, but to me, I like Purses for the grapefruit. Now, when it comes to Energizer, it's more than just grapefruit.
Okay.
That is lime, grapefruit, vetiver. It's so many different notes. It's not just one note that's dominant and that's playing a major part in that fragrance. Okay. So Energizer is one of them citrus fragrances that from Boadicea that it's switching gears throughout the life of the fragrance. So that's another good one. Ardent is a nice rose fragrance, a great rose fragrance.
Okay.
I wasn't too crazy about Blue Sapphire, which is a fan favorite from the community.
Yeah, a lot of people love that one.
That's just me. I'm one person out of a million that might like it.
Is it a little? Isn't it oudi based? Is it earthy?
Oudi. It's
spicy.
I don't really remember, but to me, it was one of them fragrances. Like, it's not me. It's not me. I'm not saying it smells bad. It's just.
No, I feel you.
It's not me. It's like I don't pair up with that fragrance.
No, I feel you. Okay. So yeah, Tazzo did the live stream. I'm gonna link the live stream that he did for Boadicea as well when this live stream is over. So I have Tazzo's Instagram, I have his YouTube channel. I'm gonna link that live stream in the description as well. So I'm halfway through that stream. Because honestly, I've seen EQ talk about Boadicia's. I've seen I can't remember off the top of my head. The Bow Tie the Fragrance guy. I think he got damn near the whole collection of Boadicea. So I've heard a lot of things from those two, and shout out to them for sure. Just kind of trying to get in the know of Boadicea fragrances for sure. And then when I see my man Tazzo, I said, oh yeah, I definitely got to tap in. Like, he got the live stream. Let's see what he's talking about. So I want to answer this real quick. What about Rouge Smoking? So Desmond, shout out to you for being here tonight. Rouge Smoking is the worst cherry fragrance I've ever smelled.
Wow.
It is a powdery, stomach-turning cherry for me personally. I did a What's in the Bag. I did a What's in the Bag on it a few months ago. And I smelled it live, and I was so heartbroken. And I was so happy at the same time because I almost blind bought Rouge Smoking. I almost blind bought it, but I ended up getting a sample. I smelled it on the live stream, and you talking about not okay, full bottle boy. Okay. You talking about not for me. Now, here's the thing. I was one that said, did my decant spoil? Is something going on? But the powdery texture, no. It's overriding in my opinion, the bland cherry effect in that fragrance. Just being honest.
Dare you say bland?
Yeah, bland. So I was trying to make sure I wasn't tripping. So I went to go see Miss Heather. I brought her the Decant because she wanted to smell it too, and I love BDK. And it hurt me because I love Gris Charnel Extrait, Citrus Riviera,
that's a
good back rolls. It's so beautiful. Like, there's so many great fragrances, but that hurt my heart. That Rouge Smoking was, when I say not for me,
you like the worst.
Yeah, I'll be fine if I never smell it again.
Worse than Lost Cherry?
Yeah. Yeah. Lost Cherry is where it kind of really all started for me.
Yeah.
Before smelling so many different things over time. But that, and I'm like I said, I'm not BBK. If you see this, it's all love. But I'm being real. Rouge smoking ain't for me, dog. And you know what? I ain't gonna say I'll never smell it again because I'm really curious to know, was my decant spoiled? Like, was something up? Was it even the right fragrance in there? How is it this bad? How is it this bad? So
I would say that's probably the best. Well, some people might say the what are the two? I would say it's probably one of the best from the house.
Wow, really? Have you ever smelled Gris Charnel?
Yeah, I smell. Well, I haven't smelled the EDP. I smelled it straight.
Okay, where you at with it?
Well, it wasn't for me.
It's cool.
It wasn't for me.
Okay, and there you go, y'all. This is a great example of subjectivity when it comes to fragrance because I love this. A
lot of people do.
I love it. I love it. It is a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. So, okay, all right.
I never heard you say that. This might be the first time you said that was your worst cherry fragrance you smelled.
Yeah, for sure. I smelled on the live stream, and
okay,
yeah, it was live.
Okay,
like for the first time, and I said, "Nah, bro."
Mm.
Yeah. But that's just
how it goes sometimes.
Terrence got money, y'all. He got money. Money alert. He's picking up a couple Bodacias this year, man. Shout out to Terrence, man.
Shout out my guy Terrence Senior, bro.
Yeah, no doubt. Let's see where we are. We're gonna hang on for another 10 minutes. We're gonna wrap up. Definitely want to hold up Tazzo at all tonight. Definitely appreciate his time coming through. Upset You Lost said French defense is different. Jay Benjamin says French defense is all cherry, like how we say all ball in the South. Gotcha. All ball in the South. I gotcha. So it says Dedrick is not letting French defense go down. Never.
Never. I respect it though. You like what you like.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the dry down of French defense is beautiful. Agree. And I'm going to smell the dry downs in just a second. Just kind of let them continue to do their things. So let's talk about I knew it. Yeah, for sure. Dame in the building. What's up, Dame? The talk is different. What's good, Smegga family? Center of the day, Heads Parfums, Hurricane. Okay, shout out Dame for sure.
That's also a cherry.
Hurricane, yeah, it has some cherry in it. Yep. Let's see. Just trying to make sure I didn't miss anything. I am going fast throughout the chat because I have one question that I want to ask Tazzo before we get up out of here. The cherry is like it just got. Yeah. I knew it. Dedrick Ben Wallace Hicks. That's a new one for me. Mind Games is quality for sure. Yes, it is. Either way, you be paying top dollar. Yeah, you're gonna pay top dollar. These are not cheap fragrances. So, like me and Tazzo said earlier in the stream, sample, y'all. Please sample. Don't spend $400 in blind bodies fragrances. I mean, even on discounters, you're still gonna be paying low 300s. Like you might get $20, $30 off. Maybe you might. All right. Let's see. Oh man, Jay Benjamin said he has bought it for $260. That is a steal. You all right, sir? That is a steal. Yeah, Angel Share gotta go. That's what Jim said. Stand on your square, Tazzo. Yeah, for sure. Look, before the stream started, I knew Tazzo wasn't finna get off it. Pause. I knew he wasn't. Ooh, Upset You Lost. You say you got Gambit over French. Look, I ain't tripping that you said that. I'm not tripping that you said Gambit. Look, if I understand what you're saying because I love Gambit, and Gambit is the most versatile wear and the most worn mind games in my collection. I've worn that more than French Defense because of the versatility and what you can do. So you Upset You Lost. I feel you, but I can't do the over, especially the OVA over. I can't do that, bro.
Hey, excuse me. Have you smelled Navitas their cherry fragrance? I think it's called, I forget the name of it, bro.
I haven't. I've only smelled like 3 or 4 from the house. I just smelled Siesta Drive. Beautiful. Okay. I have obviously Viva More. That's, man, my wife loved Viva More. She told me I can't wear that to work no more.
That's one of the ones.
It is. But no, I haven't smelled it. What's it called?
I think it's called Lost Love. I forget the name. It's like it's people in the chat if you know. I forget the name of the cherry
Okay.
from Navitas, but
I'm
that's
asking,
it's to me that's an entry level cherry.
Okay. Rafon, what's good, my guy? What's good, man? Glad you're rocking with us tonight. Dedrick and OG can't pull that move. Nah, man, you know, chilling, man. Most important, Dedrick Jr. said to blind buy. I don't recommend it. Shout out to Ross. All right, Tazzo. Let me ask you one question before we get up out of here, man. And I kind of want to set this up to be a part 2. So I know you'll be down to have the conversation at a later date. But I want to get in on the conversation of 2 things. I want to get in on the conversation on the decant for content. I want to get in on that conversation. I love that live stream. I love the conversation. And then I also want to get into the clone conversation. I want to get into the clone topic, and I want to set something up to bring you on. I want to bring Terrence on. I'm going to reach out to Jim. I'm going to reach out to a lot of people because I want to continue the conversation over this way because I think it is one of the most interesting conversations in all of FragCom because there is such strong opinions on clones versus OGs. And I find it absolutely fascinating. And here's why. And I want to get your thoughts real. And if you haven't, I will also put that live, the link of that live in the description of the stream as well. So you guys can go and click all the links for Tazzo when we're done. But Tazzo, just want to ask you one thing that I saw on the live. You said on the live with a healthy panel, you said clones inspired takes like from Afnan and Latafa and these are figures you're just simply not interested. I want to know, how did you get to that conclusion?
Because it's like this. I like to go straight to the real deal.
Okay.
It's like with anything in life, like I don't like to beat around the bush.
Okay.
Get right to it.
Okay.
If you know me in real life, I don't beat around the bush with nothing.
Sure.
And I feel like clones is just you beating around the bush. Now, if you get the original and you like, they don't perform, I don't like this in it, I don't like that in it, then you might say, you know what, let me try a clone route. I'm okay with that part.
Okay.
But for people who just collect clones and don't ever smell their, bro, like you cannot compare Atomic Rose to Latafa's whatever Rose figures it was they named, or Mason Alhambra, bro. You can't compare the quality of that. Atomic Rose is to me is a top 3 rose of all time, if not top 5.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? So
No,
you can't. I mean, Creed. Yes, you have some that come very close to Creed. You got some that come very close to Baccarat. But for these other houses, like, bro, I'm all about, I want to smell the original, bro. And if I don't like the original, then I might look at a alternative. But I just feel like people should put more. And people, we can't afford a $400 bottle. Get a decant. Mm-hmm. All these decant sites that's floating around, Scent Spliff, all these different decant sites. Don't people that's listening to me. I see Dedrick. I'm about to go there.
Go ahead.
Don't listen to these dudes that tell you to blind buy or to buy a bunch of bottles.
Yeah.
If you got to have more decants than bottles, do that.
Yeah, facts.
Do that because it's all about creating a collection for you.
Facts.
Don't just have a bunch of bottles because you got 4 bottles. You want to be able to show friends or family or YouTube that you got 4 bottles, but you don't love that fragrance.
Mm-hmm.
Just like me, Dedrick, let's go to the shoe wave. I can go inside of a shoe store and walk out without a pair of shoes because I'm not feeling what they got on the racks.
Facts.
I don't just buy stuff because I want a new pair of shoes. No, I gotta love them shoes. Mm-hmm. I gotta say I can't leave without them.
Mm-hmm.
You got my size, I need them. If I don't feel that way, I'm not buying them sneakers. Right. And I feel that about a fragrance. If I get a decant and I'm like, if I'm not like, yo, I need this full bottle, I'm not about to buy the bottle, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You got dudes who buy a bunch of bottles for what? They say you got 200 fragrances, 500 fragrances, but you can't go cash in on that nowhere at the bank. Nobody cares about you having 400 800, 1,000 fragrances. You gotta walk in the house and see these bullshit fragrances on your shelf and or your cabinet.
So you are very passionate about the angle of the clone fragrance and the inspired takes of the fragrances because of what you prefer. So when price point, and there's two conversations with price point. You have obviously the route you can save up the money, skip over those 3 or 4 inspired takes or those 3 or 4 clones, save up that money, then go buy the OG. Right. Then go buy the OG. Or if you're just not that invested into the art, because Tazzo, you're invested into the art form.
That's true, Jed.
I'm invested into the art form. There's plenty of people invested into the art form. So the conversation will move around individuals who are not.
That's true.
So someone who loves the Club Day Nuit Intense Man, they don't give a damn about saving up the $400 for creative inches. That very person who thinks a Tama Rose smells nice, even on discounters, they don't want to pay the $200. They cool with Infinity Rose for Maison Alhambra. And I said all that to say is, it just depends on who you're talking to.
Right.
And I'm not saying this about you, Tazzo, but I'm just saying in general, and we're gonna build, you know, a nice panel discussion about this, because I do want to get more of the conversation out there. Because again, out of everything in Fragcom, I think it's the most fascinating conversation. Like, people real deal have a thought and an opinion about this, and I think everyone is saying a lot of the right stuff. So it just, in my opinion, like Tazzo said, he wants to get straight to it. I'm with you. I'm with you. I am what you call somebody who shoots for the finer things in life, the quality snob in me. From, as you can tell, and I'm not tooting my own horn, but the way my content comes out, the way my audio and my video, that's just me. I can't do second fiddle. I can't do certain things, but I can do Club Day Nuit Intense Man.
Hey, Dedrick, I want this to be clear, right? I don't have a problem with clones. I have clones. I know. No, this is not for you. This because I see people in chat. Tazzo, you review clones. There are clone houses that I stand by. Yes. I feel like they have quality that is just as good in bottles and presentation and performance, longevity, atomizers, uniqueness of the bottle, all of these things, right? Mm-hmm. That align with designers and or niche. Mm-hmm. But do I have a wall full of clones? No. Why? Right. Because I prefer to go see what the OG smells like. Lafayette Street. Mm-hmm. I like that fragrance. I feel like the DNA is not worth the price to me. Now, there are some houses that I respect, like Gamma Spades, who have a dupe of it or an inspired by of it, that, okay, I'll go look into that and I'll acquire that fragrance. But like I say, it's people like, listen, like you say, Dedrick, there's people who don't care about the quality of the OG. Right. A lot of the time, they're not watching me. Why? Because I'm not reviewing a bunch of clones. They're going to go watch the clone channels. Yeah, for sure. So my voice is like a tree falling in the woods for them. Right. They don't hear me because they're not even watching me. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. I was raised this way from a jit. That, bro, my mother always taught me, bro, like, quality first over quantity. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, growing up, bro, we couldn't wear I couldn't wear USPA to school, man. No. Couldn't wear no fake Jordans. No, we couldn't do that. Fake Jordans to school, Dedrick. No. Can't do that. It was bad for you. You talking about bullying? Yeah, now you gotta be homeschooled. Wear some fake Jordans in school. Now you gotta be homeschooled. Now you gotta be homeschooled. That's facts. That's fake facts. Polo. You're done for. Come on, man. Fake Lacoste, you're done for. It's over with. and dudes that huddle around you like, yo, what? Bro, those are not the real fives, bro. Yo, what are you doing? Now you take them off. Like, if you, you get what I'm saying, bro. But it was all fun and games, but at the same time, they were serious though. And even chicks be looking at you. Check that fake ass pull up. You got you can't even talk to me with USPA on. For sure. Fragrance is a little different because people can't smell the difference between a Herba Pure clone and Herba Pure, so I get that. But
and there's the difference.
Right.
There's it. So I'm gonna bring Ross on for a few minutes, man, and we're gonna bring him
shout out to Ross.
Down. So Ross is in the chat. Let me bring him on.
Shout out to Ross.
My man's.
So first things first, Tazzo, what's up?
What's up, Ross?
Thanks for having me on. Everybody in the chat, you're gonna enjoy this. So D,
yeah,
you know, shit gets serious, ride or die. I'm taking the bullet with you. But
yeah.
you wildin'. You wildin' over here.
The disrespect.
The only person agreeing with you is you. You should read the chat.
He said the worst.
Yeah.
The worst.
Hey, it might have been a bad decant.
I don't know if you read the text before the please tag me in. I said, whenever you ready, tag me in so I can tag team with Tazzo in the chat on you.
Oh, I see it.
When I went to get my bottle, like, no, we got to talk about this.
It must have been a bad decant.
Dude, next time I see you or we decant swap, you're getting one out of this bottle.
Please do.
We'll try again.
I will apologize publicly.
Look, I don't wear it enough myself, but I could say that for I can't tell you how many.
I will apologize.
That don't change how good this fragrance is.
Okay.
It ain't no French defense.
Yeah, it ain't.
Oh, hell no.
It ain't that.
No.
But it's better than Lost Cherry.
Right.
That's when you had me texting you.
Right.
When you said it was worse than Lost, because look, Lost Cherry ain't bad. It just ain't for me.
Okay.
But it don't make my stomach turn.
Okay. I had to go wash it off. I had to go use the Dawn, like the cheap Dawn that you buy at the Dollar General around the corner. I had to use that to get it. It came right. My skin was super ashy for days to scrub it off.
So because it made you nauseous, it was a monster on your skin.
It's over. It's over. What's going on with you, man?
So now I got the messing with you out the way. I'd love to add to the clone conversation. If
Yeah. Because you jumped on Tazzo's live when they were talking about initially, yeah.
Sure did. And Rick came in my chat a couple days. He's like, so I saw Tazzo's stream. I was like, man, of course it was you that had said that shit.
Yep.
The whole decant thing. So with the clones, man, I say all the time, the reason I have all these clones is because my audience wants me to.
It gets
just what it is. Because every time, like literally yesterday's live stream, I bought this because they wanted me to. This is K. Ali Young Pistachio Gelato. I already got the Paris Corner one, which is phenomenal. And every time I talk about that one, and now talking about it yesterday, the first thing that comes out of my mouth, the clone is so good. Damn, I need to try the original.
Right.
That's the first thought.
If
it's something I haven't tried the original and I get to a clone first, if I really like the clone, it's like, man, if this is doing this to me, the original is going to be way better because it goes right back to exactly what Tazzo was saying. You can't tell me the quality is the same.
Yeah. It's
if they're cloning as a designer, sure. But when they're cloning niche, it's not the same experience. It's good enough, but it's not the same experience. Right. And if you're good with good enough, you're good with good enough. No shade. There's a bunch that I enjoy too. But if I have the original, I'm wearing the original. That's just what it is. I'll review the clone. I might really like the clone. But if I got the original with all the fragrances I got and all the options and how few times I wear certain things, why would I wear the clone if I got the original? If I might not wear it but once in the next 3 months, I'm gonna wear the original.
Thank you, man.
You know, and it's no shade to anyone because again, I keep saying every time this comes up on my streams, there's some I love. There's some I actually recommend over originals. Very few.
Yeah.
Very, very few. But there are some out there that are exceptions to the rule that it's like, man, don't spend the money. This is a better experience because that's what comes down for me. What's the better experience when I wear it?
Right.
Yeah,
it's not even necessarily what nuances a certain way or how it performs. How do I feel when I wear this?
Right.
You know, I think that's the most important thing.
Yeah, and I think, like I said before you came on, Ross, I think everybody's going to make great points. Like I'm with Tazzo and I'm with you. Like I think me and you had the same experience with the baby cat DNA. I smelled Rafficat first.
Me too.
I got Rafficat in first, and I was like, "Yo, this is crazy." And I said, "If this smells like this."
Then we smelled baby cat.
And then I smelled baby cat. And I was like, oh.
Because
I ain't sprayed Rafficat since.
Let me hold Dedrick feet to the fire real quick.
Yo, what's up?
Dedrick was, because I got Rafficat, I would never own baby cat.
I said that.
And then he smelled baby cat.
Look, at the time, I didn't say I'd never
baby
own
cat. And he was like, never mind Rafficat.
I said that. I said that. I said that.
But,
Yes.
but look, I get it, because the first time I smelled it, I was like, damn. But it's the same thought as every time. Like, if I like this much, man, I got to try Baby Cat. And then the bishop sent me a decant, and it opened up a new world. I couldn't believe there was that much of a gap.
And it's like
the profile, the reason we got so taken away by Rifaka, the profiles, dead ringer. The quality is not.
And that's what it was for me. Immediately when I smelled the quality of Baby Cat, I was like, okay, I understand. Like, well, I know the difference of vibes you're going to get, but that was like one of the more significant ones for me. The Rafficat and the Baby Cat, because Rafficat is so good. But like Ross said, now that I have Baby Cat, I'll never wear Rafficat again.
I should recommend it to those that don't want to try to spend $300.
And that's what it's for.
It's definitely a really good option if you want to drop $300. But if you want to save the money, it's that jam.
Well, Fat Boy, I mean, that might be your device, bro. I'm not really sure. I can hear Tazzo really well. I can hear you really well the whole time.
Fat Boy can't hear my mic. It reaches up this clone conversation. hey, some people feel strong, bro. I'm me. You don't have to take my word and apply it to your life. Buy what you want. It's your money. I buy what I want. So buy what you want. Don't.
I've learned Tazzo's got taste for finer things. That's just his style. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
the man likes what he likes. I got certain things. I won't spare no expense on certain things either. I get
it's like this. Once you done had you a quality steak, it's kind of hard to go eat a steak at Applebee's again. Like,
no. Yeah, you can't. That's a great example.
That's a fact. Yeah, you go sit up at a roof, Chris.
Outback don't hit the same anymore.
Yeah. You go sit up at a roof, Chris, and then you go to Chili's.
Yeah,
you're gonna be offended.
That was a great example.
There's something else. You go there for appetizer or drink. He's like, I'm not eating steak here.
Now I will agree with Astro here, and I think Ross feels the same.
I agree.
In one of the rare instances.
Yeah.
That 9 p.m.
Yeah.
versus that Ultra Mall, I'm tipping my cap to 9 p.m. It's to me better than Ultra Mall. It's just better. It's a little bit more smoother, a little less than synthetic. That green apple crisp. And don't get me wrong, Ultra Mall is a nice, sweet, fun, mass appealing legend by now.
Yeah.
But that 9 p.m. dog, I put it to you like this. I gave away my Ultra Mall for free.
I never wear it.
I gave it to my brother.
I spray 9 p.m. if and when I want. So Astro, funny enough, before I got on, I was talking back and forth. He said how a lot of clones are better than the originals. And I told him 0.1%. That's the 0.1% I was referring to. The example he just gave. That's the main clone that I say is better than the original. And it pains me because I love Jean Paul. All the JPG fragrances are super synthetic.
I stand by
Some of them just smell really good in the air, but that one, it's almost a travesty that Afnan came through with a $25 fragrance that smells higher quality.
It's sad, but that's sad to me too. That's sad to me too. Let me see. Fat Boy was saying you're okay. All right. Well, Fat Boy, I'll let Tazzo do his thing with his microphone.
He just gonna have to get over it, man. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Fat Boy, enjoy the content. Fat Boy, rock out with us, bro. But this is what we doing.
Next year, tell me to change my shirt, change my underwear.
See, Dedrick prides himself on his audio and his video. Me, I'm just loud, so my volume sounds like it's up. It's just me. I'm just loud.
No. I didn't even, honestly, if I would have been looking at the comment the right way, I wouldn't even clicked it. I'm just being honest but I just hit it anyway. I do want to expound on this conversation. I'm going to reach out to Ross. I'm going to reach out to Tazzo. I'm going to reach out to a lot of people, see if they're available, because I do want to have a big panel discussion, because I believe if you can get a piece of content, kind of like what you did, Tazzo, you had 4, 5, 6 different guys chiming in and giving their thoughts, but I rarely have been able to have the conversation because I do clone content too. I do clone content inspired by content. Like Ross said,
gotta give the people what they want, man.
People want to see it, and then I have come across some really good ones where I understand, and this is a point right here. I have a French Defense inspired version of a fragrance. I do. But I'll never wear it. I'll recommend it. Why? Because the price point will be satisfactory to someone that is looking for some good quality and a good price. Right. I know you're not going to get French to Fits for less than $300. I know you're not. But this inspired take that has good quality that might wet your whistle for around $60. I'm going to recommend that to that particular person who's looking for that. So I get it. When I do clone content, and Ross, I'm pretty sure you're the same. Some people are not going to watch because they don't want to. They don't care.
But it's the other way around, though. Also, like when you go do some niche topics, them same dudes that's watching clone videos, they ain't about to click on your niche video.
Yeah, it's vice versa.
They're not. There's different segments throughout your whole audience. For sure.
I had people get mad at me for putting designers in my top 5s.
Really?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But at the same time, man, people like what they like. I'm just me. You either take it or leave it, man. It's just that simple.
Yes, but it's the beauty of the subjectiveness, man. You know, all of us have different opinions. All of us do 3 different styles of content. All of us have talked about the same. We all do content. So we're all going to have difference of things. But, you know, it's just, you know, opinions at the end of the day. At the end of the day, it's opinions. So like Tazzo said, like, I'm with him. I like the finer things of life myself. You know, I'm not Ross, his sneaker collection, his fragrance collection. Like if Ross gives you his top 10, I don't think he has one clone in there. My top 10, I don't have one in there. We're just being honest here. But that does not negate the fact that, hey, there are some really good choices out there.
$10 fragrances I find joy in.
Yeah. Yeah. Everything.
Let's just say this. For the people that like clones, are you wearing a clone to your wedding? Or are you going shopping for the best of the best? Are you want a clone to bury your mother, your father?
It's funny that you bring that up, man. Because often, and I'm sure both of you get it in your live chats as well, from time to time when they got a wedding come up, they want recommendations, and they literally said, I'm willing to spend some money to get something special.
Yeah.
It's their wedding, or if they're best man or they're serving the party. Yeah, sure. Happens probably every 5 streams at least. Somebody wants to ask that question. They ain't asking, hey man, what's a good $30 fragrance I could rock to my wedding?
Yeah, like for me,
that happened.
Yeah, I had
don't come trolling trying to say that just to be funny now.
Nah.
That's
I
true.
had a massive.
You ain't budgeting when it comes to something important.
And that's what I'm about to say. I had a massive opportunity at my job a little while ago, and I'm wearing a suit, man. I'm wearing a suit. It's like it was one of those opportunities, man. I went straight to the top shelf. Straight to the top shelf for the choices for that situation, even though I love my Club Day We Intense man. It was not a thought to even touch that bottle.
You bypass them like
yeah, that's what I'm saying. So you are right. So it just depends on where you are in life, what you're going for. But the conversation can go to food, it can go to sneakers, it could go to fragrance, it could go to anything when you're talking about quality. But in FragCon, for some wild reason, this is the most polarizing topic, I think, hands down in FragCon. Hands down. There's not another conversation.
In other communities, like the hat community, the shoe community, the jewelry community, knockoffs aren't even taken serious. You can't have a channel of a knockoff shoe brand, or a knockoff bag, or a knockoff anything. Only in FragCon can you actually have a channel where you got a wall behind you of Latifahs, Maison Alhambras, Alexandrias, and be taken serious. But it is what it is, man. We are in a tough time right now where everybody don't have money, jobs aren't paying like that. I understand it, bro. I understand it.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
And the funny thing is, and Dedrick, I think you mentioned this not that long ago. We talked about it. I can't open IG and go to my hidden messages without a dozen either knockoff sneaker people trying to hit me up to give me a WhatsApp number to work with them, or knockoff watches.
Yeah, watches
constantly. And it's just block, delete, like stop hitting me up, please. No, thank you. Because I do. It's funny that you say that about sneakers, Tazzo, because once in a while on my feed, because on my sneaker channel, obviously everything on my feed to watch is all sneaker recommendations. And I see some of these, this versus this is just for educational purposes, because that's actually promoting counterfeits, not the clone fragrances, because as long as they're not the same bottle, that's not the same thing. But when it comes to the sneakers, it's an actual counterfeit. Yeah. Or like Tazzo was saying, the bags, it's an actual counterfeit. So I don't even know how they get away with those videos, but there are some videos and they'll have heavy views.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen some of them 200,000, 300,000, 400,000 views, and the video's like 6 months old.
Man, it's
so
true. Man.
Wild.
It's
and
true. Y'all have a
clear promotion of counterfeit.
You know what I wonder though, Dedrick and Ross, like, how do these original fragrance houses think of clones? Like, I wonder what they think of.
Oh, they hate it.
I'm sure they hate it.
Oh yeah.
But then I say this to myself: when another major designer house emulates what another major designer house has already done, what's the conversation there? Because if you go and smell your Mont Blanc Explorer, what is that coming? What tree is it coming off of?
Well, here's the thing. You notice that the trend is always all the houses do it at once in the same year. When it's the green bottle trend, when it's the elixir trend, when it's the parfum trend, when it's time for the night fragrance, they all seem to do it. It's because they all talk to one another, and this stuff's planned out a couple years in advance. Because they all have interest, because if there's excitement on one of them, there's going to be interest in all of them. You see what I'm saying? There's a certain segment of the masses where if they can capture, let's say there's 100% of this customer base, and let's say 30% buy this new trend. So now 30% has interest in this trend. So the next brand over is hoping that they can capture a certain percentage of that 30% because they bought the other one, and so on. It's all a marketing scheme and kind of just tactic, if you will, to get a piece of each other's pie at all times. This is stuff I've been told over the years from people I've had conversations with, and it makes total sense to me, because I've always found it interesting that the trend, all of them do it at the same time. They all release in the same year because they have these fragrances made way in advance. It's not like your elixir comes out 6 months later. I'm getting mine. Hurry up. Let's get it made. Let's get it processed and filled. No, that shit's been ready for 2 years.
Yeah. I get it. And I think the conversation is and we're rocking stronger now with 133 people still watching. We appreciate y'all. But I just think the conversation, there's a lot of layers that don't get talked about enough. Like, you can go to Rojas at Solo Blue, then you can go to the Terre d'Hermes, the original, then you can go to the Suspero joint. All three of those have a vibe to one another. They're like first, second, and third cousins. It just depends on what quality or what version.
Or are they putting their own spin? See, I don't have a problem with you putting your own spin on something.
Well, let me say this. There are tastes like that, Tazzo. You have a lot of Latafas and Alexandrias, and they put spins on the DNA. So which one?
Do they have originals too? Like, do Latafa have an original fragrance?
They do.
They do?
Zanzibar is an original.
Yeah, they have originals, yes.
Okay, all right. Okay.
Alexandria has originals, yes.
Alexandria's got the Hefe's line, which is incredible. I encourage you check that entire line.
Alexandria's do got originals.
They have originals. So
Handy's got a bunch of really good originals.
Dua has originals. It's a lot of different people who have different takes. So that's what I'm saying. This conversation is going to be amazing when we put this together. I am fully prepared for a 3-hour live stream.
Yeah, it was just a sneak peek. I had to give Dedrick a hard time about Rouge Smoking, and once y'all started talking this conversation, like, ooh.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's a great conversation, and it's not funny, but I'm just saying it is funny. All of the opinions in the chat, like, so many people have so many different things to say, and I see you guys. I see everybody's conversation, and this is what I want to dive into, because I haven't had the opportunity to have the conversations like this, like I'm having right now. This is actually my first time. So I'm glad that Ross was able to come on. Of course, Tazzo's been rocking with me for a minute, and we just come together and just kind of give a sneak preview. So in the future, whenever I can get it lined up, make sure everybody's good and available, we're going to come back. We're going to come back, and we're going to have more conversation and give opinions and hear you guys out, so forth and so on, because I just think that healthy content about differences of opinions is great. I just think it's great. I just think it's great. And if you can listen to everyone and read and see, or read comments and interact in the chat, I think it's good for the FragCom community, because I think there could be some understanding to say, hey, we just going to have to agree to disagree, or it's going to be one of those things where I feel you, but it ain't for me, bro. Like that's what should be the end of the whole conversations, if you ask me.
Well, there shouldn't be any real toxicity in this space like there is in abundance, because everything any of you watch on camera or say yourself in a comment section or live chat is one big old opinion. This entire space is one big ass opinion. Nothing's factual except the factual note breakdown that they give us.
Yeah.
This is what we're telling you is in this fragrance. That's the only fact in any of this content or conversation. Everything else is personal interpretation and how you feel.
So I want to read
content creators and audience.
Right. I want to read this last comment from Stay Tuned. He says, to y'all saying niche houses do it, are they, I guess he's asking, are they the quality trash like the clones though? I mean, I think the resounding answer to that is absolutely not. But the inspired wave, let's call it that, is alive and well with niche designer and clone houses.
So I think the reason he's even saying this is because, like, let's use Parfums de Marly for an example. They get overpriced designer bullshit thrown at them all the time.
Yeah.
So the funny thing is, just because they use obvious synthetics, that doesn't mean that your favorite $500 fragrance isn't full of synthetics too, guys. Just because something to us smells quality.
Talk to him.
Most fragrances, like that's why Atelier Cologne is so impressive, because they literally tell you the percentage of naturals used, and that's why their fragrances don't last, because natural ingredients don't last. Synthetics do. All you beast mode lovers, pure synthetics.
Yeah.
Purely synthetic. Now, when you get a high quality fragrance, they don't need a higher oil concentration when there's better quality synthetics used. That's why you'll see niche level eau de parfums at an 18 or 20% that outperform your 50% small clone house.
Right.
Or the experience is ruined because they over oil concentrated that profile. So it's not the same experience. And there goes the big gap in the magic that I like to talk about. So there's obvious differences here. So you'd be surprised how many of your expensive, even Boadicea Raja Dub, they use synthetics, more synthetics than they use naturals. They just use really good quality, high-end sourced oils from reputable places with paperwork in place that are IFRA regulated. They go through the proper processes and they get expensive synthetics. There's a difference.
And there's a lot of information.
We're gonna need Ross in on this because he got some knowledge on some of this stuff too.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, he got plenty.
I'm privy to a lot of things. It's been a blessing.
Plenty of
Everybody thinks I'm just some lying salesman. That's so not the truth.
Yeah,
I've been fortunate enough to get an on-the-fly education over the last 5 years.
Yeah, we appreciate the knowledge. We appreciate the knowledge, and we're definitely. I definitely want you a part of the conversation when we have it, because you do have knowledge that people just simply don't know, and it'll help people really challenge their way of thinking. And it's gonna be cool. So shout out to Knockout King. Salute to the.
Can I ask you two a question before we go? And I know Dedrick, you want to do a live about this, but
go ahead. Go ahead.
Just a quick answer, and we'll elaborate.
Yeah, what's up?
Another time.
We good.
Decant reviewers.
I think it don't bother me.
Oh, you say yes or no? Yeah,
you got people out there. I don't. Yeah. I mean, shout out.
Yeah, I do it.
I like Troy. I respect Troy's opinion on phrases.
Yeah, I do it. I do it for me personally, and I say it on my videos often. Me personally, I am never going to be in the space of saying, let me get this full bottle for a review. I'm not doing it, because my collection, I still want that personal. I still want that genuine. And this ain't saying nothing about nobody else. I'm saying me. When I open up my fragrance cabinet, I want everything in that cabinet to have I want a personal connection with the fragrance. I don't need to go buy the new Spice Bomb, the new Aqua di Gio. I just need that sample, dog, so I can smell it, I can experience it, and I can give my thoughts. And if I want to add a full bottle based off my experience when that decant is empty, then that's what I'm going to do personally. But I'm going to sit in front of this camera, and I'm going to use that 2 ml decant, and I'm going to give you my thoughts. And like the other day, the Creed video is one of my wildest videos in the last couple of months. And those were 2 decants. Because you want to know why? At the end of the day, whether you have the full bottle or not, whatever your preference is, people want the info, bro. At the end of the day, no matter how you feel about it, people want the info. That's it.
They don't stick around for the description of the bottle.
They don't care. How does it smell, bro? Talk to me.
Some people want to see it, but honestly, the way you describe what you do, that's actually the very financially responsible way to go about it.
Well, yeah, that's
the frivolous buying. It doesn't always make sense for everyone. It depends on what your financial situation is, on if you can even consider trying to buy keep up with like Randy. For the longest time, Randy was keeping up with the Joneses, getting the new release designers before everybody got them. Randy's buying them from overseas, one at 6, 7, 8, 9 of them at a time. Randy was Mr. Early Bottle, you know, and he slowed down. He's gotten the decants because it's like, man, it's not that serious, you know, and he still does it. Randy's a perfect example for that.
Shout out, Randy. I
go through spurts of it, you know. I buy way more than I get sent to me. But
Ross, I don't think you review.
I do it because I can, and when there's times when I really shouldn't, I don't. You know,
Ross, do you do reviews of decants? I don't think I've seen you.
I've done a few, but not that many. I respect it. I understand it. I think it's a smarter move, honestly. But most of the time, it's one of those things because I can. I just go ahead and roll the dice. You know what I mean? Because it's kind of a fun thing for me in the audience to do. Like I literally dropped almost $800 doing a live. Hey, let's buy fragrances together. I'm taking suggestions. That's where this came from. And I told them at the beginning, I got a super chat recommending a bunch of clones. So I had to let everybody know, look, I'm not buying a bunch of clones, guys. I want to let y'all know I got a bunch already. And I'll get a few that sound interesting, but it's because I literally had to have that discussion because they'll hit me with they'll want me to buy 15, 20 clones to review because they want to hear the review. They respect my opinion, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
But I'm also buying it. I have to have interest. You know, there has to be interest in place. It's not just reviewing just a review. There has to be interest if I'm spending money.
Yeah. Thank you.
Appreciate that. Appreciate it. And thank you, gentlemen, for contributing to this conversation.
Thanks,
Tazzo. I appreciate you, man. I hit you up 2:00 in the afternoon, and you was game. I appreciate you coming through, taking some time out of your Saturday night because I know you about to go have your grand time somewhere in the world, and you do that, and you be safe and have fun. And always, my brother Ross, for coming through, showing love, showing support, and always contributing in a healthy, positive way to the conversation. So y'all be on the lookout on a future date. I'm going to be reaching out to a few more individuals, lock in, and really have some productive conversation. You know, their opinions at the end of the day, subjectivity is always at the top of the list. But I think people will appreciate a healthy conversation about various topics, even your favorite reviewers who get fragrances that are sent to them for free. We're going to talk about that as well.
Suggestion of somebody that you need to ask to be on this
panel. They whine
so
about that.
Somebody, you know, we have.
Don't say it live. Let's add to the suspense.
Add to the
because I might can get them. I
know you could get them. I could text him and say, "Hey, Dedrick's got this idea. He's going to reach out to you." You could text him. Yeah. Just because this is somebody that doesn't really do clones.
Oh, I know who you're talking about right away.
But would provide great perspective.
Yeah.
I'm somebody on the other side of it that's not his thing.
Yeah, I'm going to definitely reach out to him. I know who you're talking about for sure. I just talked to him the other day, so I'm going to reach out to him. Tazzo, any final remarks before we shut it down, man?
Hey, man. Hey, once again, it was a great live, man. I appreciate you for bringing me up.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah.
And, I still stand by Bodacious, though.
You're supposed to. You're supposed to. Ross, my man. Go ahead, Tazzo.
Ross, you ever smell Bodacious?
No. Too rich for my blood, man.
Don't worry about it.
That up, man.
I'm gonna send him a sample.
Yeah, we gotta set that up.
This a full 5 ml.
My next purchase is Dolce Melodia and Sangria. That's my next one I'm trying to get.
Dolce Melodia's on the way.
Ooh, the full bottle?
Oh yeah.
I'm definitely getting a full bottle. Yeah, the wife loves it. So I let her smell me after our live stream. She's like, "Oh yeah."
Oh no, he got to get here by Friday. Me and my wife going out of town to celebrate our wedding anniversary this weekend coming up.
Okay.
I had to put the 2-day shipping on it.
So Ital and Sir Siage both took a guess at who I was talking about. And fellas, I'll say one of you is correct and one of you is not, but it'd be great if we get both.
You said
Justin, and it's like one of you is right on who I was talking about.
One of you was right.
It'd be great if we get both, honestly.
Don't worry, I'm putting some work. We're gonna
both of them don't mess with clones.
Yeah, like that. I'm gonna put in some work. We're gonna see what we can do. For sure.
You really got expensive taste.
Yeah, that's my guy, man, for sure. Anything from you, Ross, man, before we shut it down?
Fellas, thanks for letting me crash the party. I appreciate it. I love when I get to get on with you, D and Tazzo. It's been fun lately, man. We've been randomly popping up doing shit together. I've been loving it, man. Thanks for having me on your channel the other night, as a matter of fact. That was great.
It's all love with me, Ross.
Yeah, man. Now look, fellas, anytime Dedrick knows this, I give him a hard time all the time. I'm live often.
Yes.
I know you're at work while I'm live, Tazzo, but anytime I am live and you want to tag in, man, just message me. You are always welcome. Yeah, no matter if we're in the middle of a topic or not. You just let me know. You get on screen, man.
Hey, likewise.
That's love. That's what's up. Well, everybody, thank y'all for coming through on this Saturday night.
Man. In my chat and never say a word about tagging in. It's weird. I don't hesitate on his channel. He's like,
No, I mean, you already know. I told you why.
I know. But, getting home with the kids.
Yeah. Thank y'all for showing up and showing out with us tonight. Massive crowd on a Saturday night.
What's the number?
Summer. I think we reached at 135.
Yeah, I think it peaked in the 130s.
Yeah, like 135. Right now, we still got 100 people that are getting ready to drop off because they know we're wrapping up. But thank y'all. If you made it this far to the end, if you're watching the replay, salute to you. Hit that thumbs up. Appreciate the support. Too. Yes, I will have Tazzo's information. It's already in there, but I'm going to add more to it. I'm also going to put my man's Ross's, not only his fragrance channel. If you never heard of him, you probably have. I'm going to put his sneaker channel in there as well, because that channel is starting to grow and get a lot of energy, good energy towards that channel.
Rapidly.
Yes. So I'm going to add Ross's sneaker channel and his fragrance channel in the description. Y'all enjoy your Sundays, fun day, Sunday, fun day, however you want to word it.
Speaking of Sunday fun day, real quick, next Sunday, this man's going to be on the sneaker channel with a full panel. We're going to have 6 of us. So subscribe to TLTG Kicks. You got to be there for 48 hours to be in the live chat.
I'm going to do that right now.
All right, y'all. Y'all be cool. Be safe. Take care of yourselves. Positive energy, positive vibes. I tolerate no negativity whatsoever on this channel at any place and any time. I don't do that here. You will be dismissed. And we want to keep the vibes what they are. We want to be happy. We want to be joyful. We want to have a good time. We want to joke. We want to swap opinions and have conversation and understanding. That's what we do here on this channel. And as always, splack that thing all around. And remember, what you put into this world is exactly what you're going to get back. And as always, that funky energy that you might be spreading around here and carrying around with you, don't be surprised if you have to deal with that same energy when it's looking you dead in your eyes very soon. Be better, do better, smell great, enjoy. See y'all next time. Peace.
See y'all, man.